tell me, like, there are students who are, preparing for UPSC for years together, and you also took a sixth attempt to reach here. Though you were in much better place because you very early you got into UPPCS. That was a very silver lining, right? And then you also got into IRS. But then there are people who are taking attempt year after year and year after year, and UPSC gives around a sixth attempt for the general candidate, which is 32 years, and till 35 years for the OBC, and 37 years for the scheduled castes and scheduled tribes. So, like, we have seen that people, they are preparing and they'll keep on preparing in spite of their clearing or not. Don't you think that the youthful periods getting wasted in this preparation? What you have suggestion for this aspirants who are just ideally preparing? Should there be a plan B, or should there be any kind of time stop, sunset clause kind of, okay, these many years I'll just give it to my preparation to UPSC or for any government examination?
What I believe is, before having a plan B, you should have the strong point of coming into the service preparation. Because if you have a strong inclination towards this preparation, it won't be a boring ride. Because for me, the day I started this preparation, I have been learning every day. It's a very learning process. And regarding failing in different attempts, it's very natural for an aspirant to fail at different attempts. What we have to do is we have to keep learning from those failures. Like, I have failed at all these stages of this exam. I failed in Prelims, I have failed in CSAT, I have failed in mains, but I kept on learning. What were my shortcomings? I tried to bridge those shortcomings. Like last year, I was not able to do answer writing, but this time I did a lot of answer writing, and that shifted my rank from 800 odds to 70. So, ma'am, this is one thing. Second thing is, we need to have the right guidance, because I will still say this exam can be cleared if we focus on limited resources. We often get diverted by the multiple online resources that are available, and we often overlook the basic resources. So I always suggest that you stick to the basic resources that are there, revise them ample amount of time, and practice a lot and lot. I think then this is the key takeaway from my preparation.
No, like, you were fortunate enough to or deserving enough that you were already into service. You got into service very soon, isn't it? But then I am talking about where people, they are not in the service, they are without job for many years, and they just have an hope of clearing the UPSC or the state examination without any job. Say, 6 years, 7 years or 8 years, they just put it into the UPSC. Or for the government examination. So what is your say on this? You were into job, so you had some sense of security. You are not dependent on anyone, right? But then there are people who are doing nothing but just preparing for the UPSC, just in the hope of, okay, if not this year, next year I'll clear, or next year I'll clear. So should there be any kind of a stop key, okay, after 2 years or 3 years, I should give it. After that, I should look into something like that for my job or career?
I think it's very individual. Like, it depends upon the background the person is coming from. Depends upon the support that person is having. Also depends upon the zeal that person is having to crack this exam. So I think it's more of an individual decision. But we should go on looking for a plan B after a certain number of years that we give to this exam. And that plan B can be any exam. The first thing that comes to my mind is the state service exam. It provides a very good platform for a civil servant in the early years of age. So I think, yes, we should have a plan B, but our plan A should not be replaced by plan B. That's what I want to say. And also, giving number of years, it depends individually, depending upon their own circumstances, I think.
Now, you also tell me that should a student prepare full time for UPSC examination, or they can prepare along with their studies or along with the job? Which one would be better?
I started preparing from last year of graduation. So I think the early you start, it's better. Because once you hop into the field of civil service preparation, things become much more complex. So if you have this habit of reading NCERTs at least, and the basics covered before coming into the preparation, it gives you the edge.